African news update on top accolade news. The headlines. President Ruto slams impeached Deputy Gachagua. Zimbabwe's protests lead to nationwide shutdown. South Africa's DA accuses ANC of jeopardizing budget deal. Taiwan urges South Africa to uphold 1997 agreement on mission name change. In politics, President Ruto slams impeached Deputy Gachagua. President William Ruto has broken his silence on the impeachment of his former deputy Rigathi Gachagua, blaming him for his downfall. Ruto accused Gachagua of creating conflict and engaging in unnecessary battles instead of focusing on his duties. He also revealed that Gachagua had demanded 10 billion Kenyan shillings to resolve issues in Mount Kenya, threatening Ruto's re-election. Despite Gachagua's impeachment on charges of abuse of office and tribalism, Ruto defended his long-standing ties with the region and dismissed claims of neglect. The president emphasized his commitment to infrastructure projects and ongoing development efforts in Mount Kenya. Still in politics, Zimbabwe's protests lead to nationwide shutdown. March 31st saw protests called by former Zanu PF member Blessed Geza evolve into a nationwide shutdown, causing major disruptions across Zimbabwe. In cities like Harare, streets were deserted, businesses closed, and many schools reported low attendance as parents keep children home for safety. Violent clashes broke out in Harare when anti-riot police dispersed protesters, but despite these, opposition groups called the protests a success, claiming the empty streets were a strong message to the government. Authorities, however, downplayed the impact, labeling the unrest as the work of a few rogue elements. Shifting focus to economy, South Africa's DA accuses ANC of jeopardizing budget deal. Tensions are rising in South Africa's political landscape as the Democratic Alliance accuses the African National Congress of refusing to sign a key agreement on budget reforms, potentially derailing the government of national unity. The A leader expressed his frustration on social media, stating his party would oppose the budget unless a written agreement was reached. This comes as the ANC prepares for a crucial meeting to finalize the budget, while other political parties like the Action SA are also finalizing their position. The DA has postponed its media briefing amid the ongoing negotiations. Moving to international relations. Taiwan urges South Africa to uphold 1997 agreement on mission name change. Taiwan's representative office in South Africa remains operational despite a government order to move its operation from Pretoria to Johannesburg. The South African government set a March 31st deadline, but later showed willingness to discuss the matter. Taiwan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs confirmed ongoing talks with South Africa over the legal framework and potential changes. Taiwan expressed concerns about South Africa's recent unilateral decision to alter the name of Taiwan's mission, with the U.S. State Department also voicing concern. Taiwan has called on South Africa to respect existing agreements, warning it to take appropriate measures if needed. You are watching the African News Update on Top Accolade News. Do stay with us. Still to come. Thanks for staying with us. In crime, 3 Chinese crew members rescued after suspected pirate attack in Ghana. In recent development from Ghana's coast, 3 Chinese nationals who were initially fed kidnapped following a suspected pirate attack on a fishing vessel have been confirmed safe. The attack occurred on Thursday evening when armed individuals boarded the Ghanaian registered vessel, firing warning shots and holding the crew for hours. Authorities are investigating the incident as piracy, which has been a recurring issue in the Gulf of Guinea. The Chinese government has reassured that all crew members are now safe and continues to work with Ghana to ensure the safety of its citizens in the region. Moving to conflict. War criminal Thomas Lubanga forms new rebel group in eastern Congo. Convicted war criminal Thomas Lubanga has announced the formation of a new rebel group, the Convention for the Popular Revolution, which aims to overthrow the government in the Ituri province. Lubanga, who has been convicted by the International Criminal Court for using child soldiers, was appointed to a peace task force by President Tshisekedi but was later kidnapped by rebels in 2022. Now based in Uganda, Lubanga said the CPR has both political and military elements, though it has not yet launched any military operation. The announcement comes as the region struggles with ongoing violence, including attacks from M23 rebels and the Allied Democratic Forces. In entertainment, Davido makes history as first living artist on Rolling Stone Africa cover. Nigerian superstar Davido is making waves in his historic cover appearance on Rolling Stone Africa, becoming the first living artist to do so. The announcement comes as he gears up for the release of his highly anticipated fifth album. The album will feature 13 guest appearances, including Victoni, Musa Keys, and collaboration with Adekunle Gold and Omale. The video previewed tracks during a Twitch live stream, giving fans a glimpse of what is to come. In addition to album excitement, the video secured his fifth Grammy nomination this year and earned multiple nominations at the 17th Headies. It is clear 2025 is shaping up to be another big year for the Afrobeat sensation. Now in sports, Burkina Faso defeats Cameroon 2-1. Burkina Faso kicked off their Total Energies CAF Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations campaign with a 2-1 win over Cameroon in Group B action in Morocco. One goal in the 19th minute and the other just before halftime. Cameroon mounted a strong second half comeback, scoring in the 75th minute, but Burkina Faso's defense held firm to secure the victory. The win gives the former champions a solid start as they look ahead in their next match, while Cameroon will need to regroup before their crucial encounter with South Africa on Thursday. That concludes our African news updates for today. Stay tuned for more African news and developments. Thanks for joining us. I am Ojo Arumi Okocha. Connect and engage with us on all our social media handles. Do have a wonderful day.